Christian leaders, this is Pastor John Richards, and welcome to the Christian Leaders Book Club.
Hey, Christian leaders, I'm Pastor Christopher J. Harris, and I'm your co-host, Christian Leaders Book Club. All right, Christian Leaders Book Club. What's up, and welcome to the month of April. Pastor John C. Richards Jr., Esquire.
Wow.
What's up, man?
Wow. Pastor Christopher J. Harris. How many letters you got behind your name? At least 25,000. And we don't have the time to go behind the letters. And you getting another, you just a degreed up joker. That's what you are.
God is good all the time.
All the time.
God is good. What's
all
up, brother?
The time.
April,
Good, man. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing amazing. We got some fun discussion lined up today. It's gonna be amazing, man.
It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. All jokes aside, man, let me mention something that I think is, you didn't ask me to do this, but man, you have over the last couple of years, you've fallen in love with golf, and you got a golf clothing line. Tell everybody about that.
Yes, I do.
Line, man.
So I like merch. I like having merch. I have personal merch that I wear. So one of the things about being on the golf course, man, is that people always want to talk to you if you're getting paired up with random people. And so part of my conversation starter is having a brand that talks about my faith in a way that connects with golf. So it's called Pardon Golf. Par is an even score in golf. And so just talking about how us being pardoned in Jesus allows us to be able to live out this faith. So yeah, man, it's pretty cool to be able to have that. Had a couple of guys already tell me, hey, man, I love that shirt. Where can I get it? All that good stuff. So it's been cool.
That's good, man. That's good. Proud of you for doing that, man. Proud of you for doing that. And, there's simple ways that we can, which I think is a great lead-in for our discussion today, right? Because there's simple ways that we can integrate our faith into our everyday conversations. Integrate faith and doing love, right? And being practical. So that's good, man. Hey, what's been your best ever golf score?
82. 82.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's about 10 over par, but I have not broken 70 yet, gotten to 70s yet.
Okay.
But so I'm getting there, man.
You're not yet where the Masters folks are. You're not at negative 11,
man.
negative 12, negative 13.
I'm only 2 years in, bro. I started out at 120 something.
Oh, wow.
So 120s is the first time I played, man. I started out at 125. It was a bad day. It was a bad day.
You're getting better.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You and me, if we lock in on anything, it's over.
It's a wrap.
We're gonna figure that thing out. So that's what I've done for sure.
Well, man, let's tell everybody where we've been so far this year, and tell everybody what we're picking up with for today. So we started out talking about what?
We talked about first month. Do we really want to talk about it? The let them theory with
we don't really want to talk about the book.
No, not really, but it's a bestseller. So somebody liked it. A bunch of people liked it, but
no, that's not what that means. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. That is not
No. It is what it means, because first of all, number one, it's on our list because we had people come telling us, hey, you guys need to check out the let them theory. So yes, people did like it.
I can't agree to that, bro. I can agree that people bought it and read it. I can't agree that that automatically means people liked it. I can't agree to that.
Oh man, come on, man.
And for all we know, the publisher might have bought a good portion of those books to call it to become a national bestseller.
Oh, dang. Well, the reason why I actually even knew about it was because there were some people who were in Christian circles who told me, "Hey, man, this is a good book. I loved it."
I agree.
So,
I agree.
yes,
I agree.
yes,
I, all right,
yep.
we shifted from there. In February, we dealt with Marriage Be Hard by the Fredericks. And that
Mm-hmm.
book was amazing. Our boy Kev on stage has been catching some heat over the last couple of weeks. We're not going to deal
Oh,
with that today, but we lifted
yes.
him up in prayer in Jesus' name. Nothing is wrong,
Mm-hmm.
just catching some social media heat.
Catching some
Uh,
smoke, man.
Yep. We moved from there and we jumped into the deep end of the ocean theologically, talking about simply Jesus with
Mm-hmm.
NT. This
Mm-hmm.
book, this month is the complete opposite
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
simply Jesus, right?
That's a good way to put it. Yeah. Yeah. Because simply Jesus was theologically rich, deep, all the things. And we
Yeah,
over here, I think we in the shallow end of the pool on this one. And I don't say that lightly, but we'll talk about that a little bit as we continue the conversation. Next up was Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. Looking
yep,
forward to that one.
yep.
Heard some, oh boy, I don't want to say I heard some really good things about it because we've said that before, but heard some really good things about it. So looking forward to that piece.
Yep, we got Juneteenth coming up. That's going to be an incredible book, and in the timeliness of that, we strategically put that book, during the month of June, during what will be Juneteenth, right? And so I think
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be important, and we're going to have a good time with that. Our next book,
Is a Religion of American Greatness.
yeah,
Um, we got to read that one in July because that's 250 years. So Paul D. Miller wrote that book. It's going to talk about how American greatness is actually a religious practice. And that's
yeah.
going to be very interesting to read on the back end of Juneteenth. So that's a good, I think that's a good pairing for us.
Yep. Then we're going to deal with the common rule, habits of purpose in an age of distraction. So that's going to be fun. I actually just finished this past week on our morning prayer call, Pastor John. I just did a whole teaching on Proverbs 4:23. Guard your heart.
Mm, mm.
And the premise of
That's
that was that we are in an age where there's so much coming at us. And here's the teaching in a sentence for you. A flooded mind leads to an exhausted soul.
that's good. That's a good teaching in the sentence. That's one that you can take away.
Yes,
Ooh,
sir.
flooded mind, exhausted soul. I like that, bro. I like that.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got Charlie Gates next, right? The
The Charlie
doctor,
E.D. Charlie Edward
Charlie
Gates.
E. Gates, the
Yeah.
pastor of two churches. We ain't gonna talk about that. What has justice to
In
do with
2 locations.
righteousness? In two locations. What has justice to do with righteousness? That's gonna be a great, great read for us in the fall as we move towards election season for midterms. I'm looking forward to that one.
Think Again by Adam Grant. I love his thinking. I love how he thinks. I love his how he navigates working through research and how that impacts us in a very practical way. So that's going to be fun. We'll then go right over to Surrounded by Idiots by Thomas Erickson. Now that has been one that has been revised and expanded and is a multi-time national bestseller. So
Mm.
that says something. And then we're going to land the plane with Dr. Kate Bowler from Duke Divinity School, No Cure for Being Human. So it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, looks like we got a good rest of the year, man. Good rest of the
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
But this
So
month we talking about Bob Goff.
yeah, so listen, a couple months ago we came up with this rubric. We came up with this
Mm-hmm.
rubric to evaluate our books and to look at how we're scoring this thing out. And
Shout
man,
out to Pastor Christopher for putting this in a nice, pretty format. I appreciate that. We had a Google Doc, but we said we got to make sure we show the people what we're talking about. So appreciate you, man. Shout out to you for putting that together.
this was fun. This was fun to do. And as you can see, our categories. So overall, credibility, fun, engaging content, flow, freshness, and discussion. That's what we're kind of navigating and looking at. So we'll walk through those as we kind of go through this together today. So, all right, Pastor John, let's jump into it. what was your overall impression of the book? What was your overall impression of the book?
Overall impression of the book for me is that Bob Goff is an adventurous, story capturing, storytelling person who has never seen a moment. Bob Goff, for me, will be exhausting to be around. But that's for me personally. But he is someone who approaches life in a way where every moment is teachable. And
Yeah,
so I just imagine him collecting stories from every aspect of his life. And this is the outworking of the life that he lives. So
yeah,
that's what I would say. That's what I would say. What about you?
yeah. So I'm going to say two things. The first thing I'm going to say is I had a chance to actually hear him speak in person at a conference.
Hmm.
And I have never in my life seen somebody who for 45 minutes not smile as much. He smiled
Yeah.
nonstop for 45 minutes. And I ain't talking about like no, I'm talking about
Just the Kool-Aid smile. Yeah. Yeah.
and you're like, man, this is a lot. this is a lot. And he's high energy.
Mm-hmm.
And the topics move fast and he's throwing a lot at you. I took away from the book. Here's a word that I think is going to summarize my impression of the book and all the short stories that we read through it. Whimsical.
Yeah. I would use
He's
another word, W word.
okay.
Ooh. No, he's a wooer. Like he
He
woos
is.
people. He
Yeah.
knows how to woo people. So I would say woo. Whimsical
Okay.
woo. I think both of those definitely fit. Hey Oshabar, what's up, man? Long
What's
time
up,
no
Pastor
speak, man.
Oshabar? What's up, the doctor?
The
The man
good
of destiny
doctor.
himself? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See you,
Yes,
Pastor O.
sir.
That's a good dude right there, man. That's a good
Yeah,
dude
he
right there.
is, man. He is,
Yeah.
man. He's a good guy. Good guy.
Yeah. So yeah, the book was whimsical. And so I'll be honest, right? When we got the book and you recommended it, I think is what we were. And we're talking about the book Love Does right now for those of you that are just coming in. This is our
Bob Goff.
this is our series of books that we are walking through this year. And we're on our fourth book. This is the month of April. So we're on our fourth book now. So I did not know, Pastor John, what to expect coming into the book, but I will say that I did expect there to be some theological depth and was quickly made aware, like, you need to shift your expectations because that's not what this book is about.
Yes.
Yeah.
With absolute certainty. And then
Yeah.
that goes to the who's the audience question,
There you go.
right?
There you go. Yeah.
Initially I had similar thoughts. I was like, you may deal with some biblical text in depth, but it was like passing references, bro. And that's being nice.
That's being very generous. That's being very generous.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I honestly, so they don't print as many, I don't think, anymore. But if you've been preaching for at least 15 or 20 years, you can remember when you could go to the bookstore, Christian bookstores, and they would have shelves and shelves and shelves of books on sermon illustrations.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When I finished this book, I felt like I had just finished reading a book of sermon illustrations.
For sure. Yep.
That's what I felt like.
He had the key takeaway before the story. But I mean, everything about each chapter was like, okay, what's he going to illustrate with this particular story? And then the key takeaways at the beginning of the chapter rather than the chapter number. I'm like, okay, I'll just highlight the key takeaways, grab those, and then look at the story and see how he kind of pulls that together, and see if I might be able to use one of the illustrations.
Yeah. Hey man, what did you have a favorite chapter?
I thought the law school chapter was funny just because I went through that experience. So him getting
Go
into
get your
law
book.
school. Yeah, man, that was hilarious, man. Like tenacity,
You went through that?
and no, I didn't. What I'm saying is, I was on the opposite end of the spectrum. Like I put everything into studying for the LSAT, and I got multiple letters. You know what I'm saying? So seeing somebody that went and sat in the dean's office uh, all the way through the beginning of the school year into the new school year, I was like, but as I read about Bob Goff and read his stories, I'm like, this is Bob Goff.
Yeah.
He don't care.
Yeah.
He don't care. He's tenacious. Like even his marriage story, like to his wife, I'm like, bro, what? It's like, man, he was stalking his girlfriend in California. I'm like, oh Lord, what's happening right now? What's up?
Yeah.
What's up, Isaiah? What's going
Yeah.
on,
What's
my
up?
guy?
Man, we got all the great fellas up in here today, man. Pastor Isaiah's
No,
a great dude,
man.
man. He's a great dude too,
Yeah,
man.
he
This dude
is,
right
man.
here, he loves the black church, man. He loves the church. And I
Bro,
love that.
you ain't said nothing but a word, man. I was just on their podcast last month
Yeah.
for their Baptist fellowship, man. And Isaiah is solid the earth type of guy, man. So good to
He
see
is.
Isaiah. We talk about our book club, book of the month, Isaiah, which is
Yeah.
Bob Goff's Love Does. And if you're a
Yeah.
theologian, Isaiah, we don't suggest you read it.
No, no. So I thoroughly enjoyed that book. Now here's what that chapter I think is missing. He never comes back and says why the dean eventually said, go
Let
get your
him
book.
in. Right.
He
Like,
never said, like, he never says, like, here's what happened that like caused the dean to change his mind. I went back and read that chapter twice, bro. And I was like, okay, maybe I missed it. So I went back and read it. And I was like, oh no, I didn't miss it. He
because
never said.
my mind goes to accreditation issues. I'm like, wait, what school is this that's gonna let somebody in that has not who failed the LSAT, but just sat in somebody's office just till they get in? I'm
Yeah.
like, great story. But what school is this? So I wouldn't send any law student there ever. Law student there ever at
My man
all.
said he figured out the dean's rhythms. He figured out his schedule when he had to go to the bathroom. I'm like, man, that's stalker behavior.
Hey, and that's why I said like the same thing he did with his girlfriend in California, and the same
Yeah.
thing he did with his wife. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, that's a little stalkerish, but okay.
Yeah. Here is, let me be honest, and then we're going to get into the rubric. Here's a chapter that bothered me. Here's a section that bothered me.
Mm.
That section where he sent the letter to the diplomats and the dignitaries
Mm-hmm.
for his kids,
Mm-hmm.
and his kids growing up in there, and they having ice cream and stuff with all of these elite people.
Mm-hmm.
As a parent, I can appreciate it. But as a person in our world, knowing the reality of how we operate, that was a very privileged chapter to me.
It's a privileged book, bro. When he told me Buddy showed up at his house to do a proposal, and he get the whole Coast Guard, and he's talking about his yacht. I'm like, whose Christian experience is this? Because
No,
searching.
forget that. You're gonna charge several $1,000s just for fun for room service. I'm like, man, what kind of
just to make fun of your boy.
Hey, bro, what kind of legal law firm credit card that you gonna expense this on? This is why we got so many billable hours right here, because y'all out here playing games at the hotel.
Oh dang, that man hit him with the y'all. For real? That's what we doing?
Hey man, I'm sitting here reading this and I'm just like, what?
What type of experience is this, bro? Like I didn't even experience. I don't even know. Young Life didn't come into my life until when I was at Fuller Seminary. One of my classmates was part of Young Life. I didn't even know like what that was. And he's talking about all the stuff they're doing. Man, dude, it was like I landed on another planet. And I'm like, dude, where do you live?
Yeah.
Where you live? That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
So
yeah. So
anyhow,
let's jump into the rubric, man. I think we probably more in agreement than I thought we were gonna be in some disagreement on this call today, on our chat today.
Nope. Well,
That's why I
see what
said
we
to you
got.
the other day. I was like, bro, I can't wait till Friday.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
over here thinking
Friday's coming. Friday's here.
Friday's
So
coming.
let's see what we got.
All right. So as we talk about overall, all right, we talk about overall. Talk about overall. Let's see. Let me move that so y'all can see that. All right. So we've got 0 to 1 means no, 2 to 4 means not really, 5 to 7 means depends on the person. 8 to 10 means yes, I already know who to send it to. This is basically the question we're asking is, are you recommending the book? That's the question that we're asking or answering underneath overall. So what's your score, bro? What's your score?
6. Depends on the person. The book ain't for me. It ain't for a lot of people that are connected to me. But it may be for a person who needs stories to connect to love and action. If I have a person that needs those kind of stories, then I might share it with them. So it depends on the person was the prompt that got me. Otherwise, I was gonna say not really.
I'm at 4.
Okay, not really.
Yeah, I'm at 4.
Top end of not really, but not really. I got
Yeah, I'm
you.
at 4. I'm at
All
4.
right, let's see what this overall grade look like after that. I mean
All right.
the big grade.
All right. Author's credibility. How trustworthy is the author as a guide in terms of the credentials, honesty, sourcing? Man, I'm gonna have to give him a 5.
Okay.
This is his area of expertise. He's living this, right? He's writing about these stories. He's like, and based upon his brand and what I've seen, when I saw him at that conference and all the things that he does, like he's consistent. This is who he is.
Yeah. So that's crazy because I did 3. And the reason why I did 3 is because like I'm not sure if his expertise, quote unquote, applies here. Because he didn't provide any evidence of anything. There wasn't like any legal components there. So the reason why I did 3 for solid is because this is kind of his other life, like storytelling, Bob Goff, public speaker, all those things. So if I would have graded it from an expertise perspective there, then maybe it would have been higher. But I just put 3 solid.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
Yeah.
Fair. I'm not mad at that. All right. Was it fun and engaging? How enjoyable was it to actually read? Now, this is going to be interesting.
It is. Because I don't think personally, I didn't think it dragged. I just thought it was steady, but uneven. So I got it in
I'm
that
right
10
there
to 14 section, but I'm at the bottom end of it, 10.
I gave it a 12.
Okay.
I gave it a 12. Right? Because I think there were some chapters, like I do felt like there were moments where some of this dragged on, right? But there were some stories that you were like, okay, I'm curious, right? And so I feel like there was a steadiness throughout the book that made you like, there are a few times where I could have been like, okay, I'm done. I ain't got to read no more of this.
Yeah.
And then you're like, let me just go ahead and finish.
Yeah. Sometimes you want to see how that story resolves, right?
Yep.
Because like I thought the engagement story might have dragged on, but I still wanted to see how it ended, right? Because the boy showed up 500 days in a row. I'm like, okay, just get me to the one where he gets to the engagement and what you did then. So yeah, that was one of the ones that kind of dragged a bit for sure.
Hey, Pastor John, you know what this book was like?
What?
It's like a Tubi movie that you can't turn off.
You can't turn it off, man. You just gotta watch it. You already push play. Finish it.
It's like a
that's
Tubi
it,
movie
man.
you can't turn off.
I like that.
Yeah. All right. The next one is content, the flow of the content. How well was the book made? The writing, the structure, the pacing, the clarity. 0 to 5 is messy, unclear, poorly organized. 6 to 10 is competent with noticeable flaws. 11 to 15 is excellent execution, tight and effective.
Wait, we on content?
Yeah.
Bro, why does mine say thin, repetitive, shallow, some strong idea?
Oh, I read the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Quality of the content.
Yeah. Okay,
All right.
got it.
I'm sorry. Quality of the content.
Yes.
Did it have something worth chewing on? That's right.
There
So
you go.
6 to 7 is I'm sorry, that's my fault. Thin, repetitive, shallow. 8 to 14 is some strong ideas not fully developed. 15 to 20, rich, thoughtful, layered, or genuinely illuminating. Did it change how I think or see something?
So I got 5.
I gave it a
I
4.
can't, yeah, I couldn't give it anything in the 8 category because I'm like, it wasn't really developed per se. It was just a bunch of stories for sure. So I had to stay down there, man. I had to stay down there.
It didn't give me anything. I had no epiphany moments through the book. I was
Right.
like, oh wow.
That was like, oh, I I mean, you're tenacious. I'll give you that, Bob Goff, in everything you do. And you
Yeah,
may come off stalkerish, but you're tenacious for sure.
yeah. That ambassadorship, or no, it wasn't an ambassadorship. What was it called?
Oh yeah, he is supposed to be like for Rwanda or one of them, like
Uganda.
Uganda. My bad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was
I'm like,
like,
man,
that's why.
this is weird. This is weird. Yeah.
We on the same page, man. I like that. I like that. We back,
Yeah,
man. Welcome back.
man. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, because we was on different pages the last couple months.
Ooh, boy, we're in the same book.
All right, flow of the content, flow of content. How
Mhm.
well was it made? Writing, structure, pacing, charity or clarity. 0 to 5, messy, unclear, poorly organized. 6 to 10, competent with noticeable flaws. 11 to 15, excellent execution, tight and effective.
7,
Really?
competent. I had competent with noticeable flaws. I mean, when I look at messy, unclear, and poorly organized, I'm looking at the chapters. Like I thought the chapter titles were good because it's the illustration story title. The
Yeah.
resolve is at the beginning of each title, each chapter, and then the story. Like it has a competent flow. Um, Now my flaw would be, bro, I need something different. Because I kept getting the same thing every time. And I'm like, okay, we know that
Yeah.
you get after it. We get that. But can I get some theology in here? So that was my deal. What about you?
I give it
8?
an 8. Yeah.
Okay, that ain't bad. Why you say it like I gave it something much lower than you?
Now I was saying, wow, like we were like in the same
Oh,
category.
I thought you was like, wow, that's crazy.
No, I honestly thought you were going to be like in the 11 to 15 area.
Really?
I did.
Really?
I
Huh.
did. I thought you were going to be
Interesting.
I thought you were going to be generous because of the fact that he's an attorney and you were like, yeah, he executed this well. He told us what he was going to tell us, all of that. And I'm just like, man, no,
No, no,
no.
no, no. I didn't get that. I would have loved to
Okay.
have seen him in the courtroom, see a legal brief, or see him in the classroom because I just don't. I can't even imagine Christopher, Pastor Christopher. I can't even imagine.
Hey, would you hire him to do your opening statements?
I mean, probably because you're trying to convince a jury, so he's going to tell a great story. I
Okay.
mean, he's a storyteller. That's cool. But bro, when you get down to the weeds of the legal principles and legal strategy, I mean, he worked at Pepperdine, so I guess he did well, and he passed the California bar. How you not do
Yeah.
well on the LSAT and you pass the California bar the first time? That's crazy to me. Anyhow, I'm just venting right
And
now.
you worked in California as a lawyer.
Yes, yes.
It's not easy, huh?
Some of the most high-strung attorneys you ever know in your life, California and New York.
Wow. 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 Was the book refreshing? The freshness. Was it worth the read? Did it bring something new? 0 to 3, absolutely not. 4 to 6 felt like a remix of better books. 7 to 10, some fresh angles. 11 to 15, truly unique, surprising, or creatively bold.
See, I don't. The problem is 4 to 6 description got me because he isn't really a remix. He he's different. He's special. So I do have some fresh angles, but the lowest of the end. 7.
Hmm.
I
I gave it
mean, who else? Who else has written love books? Rob Bell?
a.
Huh?
Oh, did you just go back to the
Yes.
early 2000s, late
Yeah,
1990s? What just
I
happened?
did.
What
Love
in the world
wins.
just happened?
I did. I absolutely did.
Numa. Did you just go back to Numa?
You remember them videos? Hey,
Oh,
I ain't gonna
bro.
lie. Rob Bell was cutting edge, bro. Like this is before all the social media and everything. Those Numa videos were fantastic.
That's why I know the name of
Yeah,
him.
yeah. Rob Bell was ahead of his time.
He
Then he found
was.
himself in the basement.
We praying for him.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah. I gave it a 3, bro. I gave it a 3.
Ooh, absolutely not is hilarious. At least you gave him the top end of absolutely not. You were
I did.
absolutely not fresh, Bob Goff. You stale
Yeah,
and
man.
rotten. See, that's where my grace showed up.
Yeah. I had no grace on that one. It was not refreshing.
Right. Mm,
Yeah,
okay.
after I got through about 5 stories, the book has 20-some chapters.
20 something chapters, 20 something stories, man. Come
You like,
on,
bro,
man.
you like, bro, if I was not reading this book for this book club, I'd have stopped after like chapter 5 or 6. I'd be like, I'm good. I'm good.
Both show,
I'm good.
bro.
I'm good.
Sometimes you need something. Imagine preaching and you just telling stories. People love stories, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But goodness
Powerful
gracious,
stories are amazing.
give me something to chew on.
Yeah. All right. Can it generate discussion? Did the book linger after the last page? How good was it for the book club conversation? 0 to 3 is forgettable. Yep, that was a book. Not much to talk about. 4 to 7, some memorable moments, ideas, a few strong lanes, discussion lanes. 8 to 10, stuck with me. I'll reference it later. Kept the room buzzing, debate, emotion, reflection. 11 to 15, truly unique, surprising, and creatively bold.
There are things that I am not going to forget about Bob Goff. So that created some memorable moments for me. Cause I'm like, dude, you are the epitome of privilege, telling stories that come from a place of privilege. And I just remember just how much of a dichotomous life that a lot of Christians live who don't live the same lived experience. Cause I'm like, bro, I don't know any of this. And number two, I mean, you went to all types of lengths to get the girl you wanted, to get the school you wanted, and to try to get back the girl you wanted, and then talking about her current husband. I'm thinking about who is this married couple now that has to read that Bob Goff was like, this man stole my woman. So yes, memorable moments because I'm going down there like, bro, are you stalkerish like this and everything you know? So 6. What about you? 3. I see. I called it, didn't I?
My life is not better because I read this book. If we just skip over, there is nothing that has changed in my life other than the time it took me to read the book.
What is your total score, man?
39, 39,
Wait, is
39.
that lower than let them?
Yes, yes,
Wow, that's crazy, bro.
yes.
I'm at 44 though. That's 44. Hey man, can we talk about how people be talking about these authors that we just are underwhelmed with? What is that?
So let's talk about that, man. Because and this is not a knock on the person. I think if
I
you
think he's
got
great.
I think if like, man, listen, let me tell you something. when I heard him speak, he was a lot, but he kept the room's attention for 45 minutes. Right? When he finished, everybody standing up clapping. But bruh, like you're not gonna go to no back-to-back sessions with him.
Nope.
He's a great closing speaker that's gonna get everybody energized and ready to live out what your conference just taught them for the last 3 days.
He's a galvanizer.
Oh, he's a cheerleader. He's that cheerleader.
He gets the people going. Yes.
Yeah, man. He's that cheerleader, right?
Yeah.
You look for a workshop that's high energy, man. He liable to walk in and everybody get a balloon, sit on the balloon, pop the balloon, and all of that. But I'm not going to him for no meat. I'm not going to him for no fresh new ideas. None of that, right? And so, so I think to have to sit through that in a book is like, bruh. So here's the other disclaimer, because here's my grace. Here's my grace. Love Does could be a worthy book if you are encouraged to read a chapter every now and then. But to read straight through, like hey man, like this is one of those books that you just pick up and you read a chapter or two here today. You get a little excited about it. You put it down for a few weeks, maybe a couple months. You come back up, you read another chapter. So you kind of keep your bookmark in it to figure out where you left off. But because none of the stories are necessarily connected to each other, right? So it's not like you got to remember, but it's one of those things you just kind of pick it up and yeah. So it was very underwhelming for me.
Bro, wait, did you know one of his books is called Catching Whimsy?
I did not.
Bro, yes. He has a book called Catching Whimsy. That is hilarious. That was the one word that you described for him.
So yeah, so that means that's his brand. I'm looking at it right now. 365 Days of Possibility, a daily devotional.
He's
Everybody,
a great devotional writer. How about that?
Huh?
Great devotional writer. I think the devotional would be great. But a book?
This should have been a devotional. Put you some scripture with it. Put you some critical thought.
Love Does devotional.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
But now they done sold 7 books for him.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. Wow. I got Everybody Always and Distracted. I got his other 2 books. I'm sitting here like, do I want to read them? I'm not sure. I need a little break. I need a little Bob Goff break right now.
Yeah, I'm good.
Man.
He does have a bunch of books that are devotionals.
So maybe that's it, man. Maybe that's the lane. But it's the New York Times bestseller.
He needs to tell people. He needs to tell people. You remember back in the day, man, where they used to have these little books like what's the guy's prayer? Enlarge my territory.
Prayer Jabez.
Prayer Jabez. Bruce Wilkerson.
The small little tiny little triangle, little hardcover. He did the Vine. The Vine book was part of that little thing that he did with Bruce Wilkerson. It could be one of those.
That's the lane that Goff needs to go into. That Bob Goff.
Bro, I don't understand publishing these days.
Well, I tell you what. So far, this year,
it's gonna get better.
we batting 1 for 4.
I'm about 50%, man. I'm like, okay, I'm 42%. You may be in the 25.
We ain't got no winning average for this class so far.
No, we don't. That I'll agree with that without a doubt.
But it's not
'Cause
how you start, it's how you finish.
and the crazy part about it is the book we like is nobody's a theologian. They just doing life. And they us.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Man. Book Club 2026 has been really interesting. You think Ryan gonna redeem him?
I think so. I just believe in my shondo that things have got to get better.
Got to, bro. Got to.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was definitely very underwhelmed. Last month we were like, man, Bob Goff's coming up, man. It's gonna be fun.
Yep.
And he took us on a ride. It was a very different ride than I thought I was gonna go on. I ain't packed the right snacks.
So here's what I will say. Because we are not negative people. Okay, we're not negative people. But what I will say is this: we're simply not his target audience.
No, we're not.
Who do you think his target audience is?
White privileged Christians. Can I say that? Shoot. I guess I did. Yeah. White Christians steeped in privilege. That's what the story resonates with. I tell my black Christian friends about a yacht proposal and the Coast Guard, they're gonna be like, what? Negro, what? What are you talking about? So yeah, that's who I think it's for. People who lived in that bubble. Oh man, that's great. I was in Young Life too. Oh, I can walk into anybody's office and make demands like that. Boy, if somebody black came in there and do that, I'm going under the jail. I ain't going to law school. I'm going to have the book thrown at me.
I'm just thinking about, like, if my sons had sat in front of the dean's office for that length of time, they would have arrested them.
For sure. I'm going to jail. For sure. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Jail. That's the epitome of privilege.
So we're forgetting those things that are behind us, and we're pressing toward the mark of the prize, the high call that is in Christ Jesus.
That man, boy, you a preacher, boy. Boy, you a preacher. Y'all know Pastor Christopher's preaching on Sunday, boy. He got the Holy Ghost stored up in him, ready.
Hey, it's
So
been
he ready to
simmering
go.
for a few days now.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it, man.
So,
Hey, man, I can't believe we disappointed in this book. Yeah, I can.
I like, bro, I came in with high expectations. I was like,
Me
man, this book is
too.
gonna bless us. This book is gonna bless us. Underwhelmed.
Boy, it's like you see that dish at the cookout and you're like, man, that thing gonna be good. You get the plate and you start moving the napkin over it so it don't like you ain't eat it. And you just have to put it in the trash. You just got to put it in the trash. You don't want to offend them, but it was nasty. It looked good.
What did Pastor O say? He put the doves on the book.
Oh, man.
He put the doves on the book.
Oh, petty, man.
Put the doves on the book. Pastor O, come on, man. Don't do that to the book. Don't do that to Goff. There's somebody out there that's going to be blessed by this book. It just wasn't us.
Come on, Osh.
It just wasn't us.
No, it wasn't us, man. That was not for us. Not for us.
All right, man. So next month, we jumping into ego is the enemy. I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I've got some credible people that I know that have read that book that have spoken highly of. So
Hey
Hopefully,
man,
we're
I
not.
got deja vu, man. Got deja vu.
Why?
I'm just not gonna say nothing about the book. I'm just gonna say we got a book next month.
Yeah. Come on, join us on this journey. Whatever platform you're watching this on, there's a link at the bottom that you can subscribe to the list. That way you can get the emails when we send them out and know what we got going on. So next month, May
4th,
22nd,
Friday is the 22nd.
Friday the 22nd, May 22nd. We're going to be right here discussing Ego is the Enemy. It's going to be fun.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Man, this, let me just say this really fast. It's amazing what structure does to you and does in your life. The structure of this rubric has changed the game for us, man. The structure of this rubric changed the game. Because the first year when we did the book club, we were just we were talking, we had great discussion, but if we disagreed, we didn't really have something to kind of concretize or frame our disagreement. Now we got something. That structure is a game changer.
It works, man. It works.
Yeah.
And this time we landed in the same area, man.
Less than 60.
Less than 60. Shoot, less than 50.
Yeah, man. It's just like, oh, and I wanted the book to be good.
That's what you come in wanting it to be good.
Yeah, man. I wanted it to be good. It's like when you go, it's like you use the food illustration. I'm gonna use a preacher one. It's like when you go to a church and you like the pastor and they got a guest preacher and you go in to support the pastor, the guest preacher, and they fumble the bag. You like,
dang. And then you see them afterwards too.
Yeah.
Hey man, you wanna go to lunch?
Doc, when you flying out, you don't say nothing about the sermon.
You just making us. Hey man, what you doing the rest of the day?
How your family, man? How your family?
Oh man, awkward. That one of them awkward conversations. I remember. Yes, sir.
Yep. So y'all join us, jump in to be a part of our experience. Next month we pick up Ryan Holiday, Ego is the Enemy. That's our next book. It's going to be really, really good. And we're excited about it. This has been an amazing journey. Our target audience are Christian leaders, those that are leading in various spaces, whether in ministry or not, but you're also a Christian. And what we've done over the last couple of years, Pastor John and I have been friends for a number of years, and he and I would get together all the time and talk about books that we're reading or what you're reading and exchange notes. And so we're simply bringing you all into our world behind the scenes to see how we get down and how we're reading. And listen, if you're joining the book club with us, you may have a totally different take than ours, and that's okay. That's the purpose of a book club. So we'd love to hear from you, love for you to share with us your perspective as we walk through this together. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn, all of those platforms. You can go and check us out. And to those of you that'll catch this later on replay, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of it. Pray it won't be your last time. Pastor John, anything closing out, sir?
No, man, just appreciate you, man. Thank you you actually came up with the rubric. So just want to give you your flowers for being able to make that more concrete and help us to be able to work through that. Because we were working through chapter by chapter. I don't know how we would have done it this one. Because I'm not to sit here and talk about this man's stories. So that rubric, he's an on-time God. Yes, he is. It came on time for us to be able to do it. So thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, as we close out, man, let me do this. I do think that the overall idea of the book, that is that love is not theology. It's not just something that you feel, it's something that you do, right? Love does. And we all are called as children, God's children in particular, to live that out, to experience it, to make it meaningful for people. And as we close out today, I want to take a moment and honor the life and legacy of Bishop Kenneth L. Robinson, who passed away a couple of weeks ago. His homegoing services are actually today. He's a founding father with Full Gospel Baptist Church Fellowship. one of the most genuine people you'll ever want to meet. Humongous smile. His smile, I think, is a part of his trademark. I think it's just,
sure.
and just I never saw him not smiling. I've been a part of Full Gospel since 2003, 2004, and over those years, I just never saw him not smiling. And so we dedicate and we honor his life today, his legacy today. His wife, his children, I love them, and we're praying for them and covering them. So salute to the Robinsons, and salute and honor and love to Bishop Kenneth L. Robinson and his legacy. So
that's great, man. Not just a giant in Full Gospel, but giant in Little Rock, North Little Rock area, man. Everybody felt the weight of that news there in Little Rock. So I echo all your words, bro, for sure.
And you live in Little Rock, so you know firsthand. So salute to the Robinson family, and we'll see y'all next month. Blessings, everybody.
Bless y'all.